Joined by Dr. Justin after another session with the Minnesota Wild prospects. How did part 2 go?
Oh, that was great. They had a lot of good energy. I think they learned a lot. They participated in a really engaged way. Really good to see.
What do you look for from some of these young kids to know that they're getting the message, meaning the stuff you guys are trying to tell them is important for the mental aspect of their game and that they're really kind of comprehending it?
So a lot of guys at this stage, they don't like to participate a lot, ask a lot of questions, but it's really about watching them and seeing if they're staying engaged. If they're talking to their buddies, if they're on their phones, then we know that they're not engaged. These guys were fully into it, and so that was really great to see.
Joined here by Curtis Gabriel during the 2015 Minnesota Wild Development Camp. A lot of the conversation from the sports psychology seminar about managing emotions, fighting through distractions, those sorts of things. How important is that for a player?
That's huge. I think we're just figuring out now how much this sport is mental. I mean, we train our bodies. We think that's the only thing we have to train, but when you look at it, what's really the problem when you're not playing well is your mental side of it. So I think when you're dialed in on the mental side of it, the game's easy, and it's a hell of a lot more fun.
How many sports teams do you guys typically work with?
Well, at Premier Sports Psychology, we work with all different types of teams and organizations. We work with professional teams, U.S. Olympic teams. We have contracts with the University of Minnesota Athletic Department, so we work with all competitive levels and all teams.
How long has this been an emphasis for some of these teams, collegiate teams, pro teams, high school athletics, as far as athletes and coaches wanting to understand the mental side of the game?
It's really starting to grow. I think probably over the last 4 to 5 years, we've seen just it take off at the collegiate level on up. The U.S. Olympics have had this for many years, and now we're starting to see a lot of pro teams starting to invest in this, and at the collegiate level, big-time collegiate levels are investing in it as well.
For some of these young athletes getting to understand their emotions, a lot of what you talked about today, how crucial is that?
Oh, it's really crucial. And I think a lot of the consistency in play comes around our emotions. And I think guys that understand that and can be aware of it and do some things around that, they're going to start to see their play take off.
Appreciate the time. Thanks for joining the Minnesota Wild prospects this week.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
That's Dr. Justin here from Premier Sports Psychology on IowaWild.com.